This market's great because one, it attracts people who are interested in food and cooking, and so I think they kind of get why this shop works here. I mean, to me, it goes hand in hand with what this market, what the vendors here are trying to promote, which is a healthy lifestyle, healthy eating, and the ingredients and the process to make and eat great food. Well, it's, to me, having the tools of the trade in good shape and perfect working order and optimum sharpness is really just as important as using the freshest ingredients for your meal. It makes a huge difference. So. The week before this market opened, I looked into starting the business. It was only going to be a side gig. We were going to do by appointment only type thing, just make it convenient for people that will come by and sharpen your knives right in your kitchen. The week after, I started really planning it. This Union Market opened. I live right up the street, so we were here the opening weekend. My wife and son and I came down to check out the market. And I was talking to Craig, the lamb guy, about his point of sale system. We use the Square credit card reader, and he asked me, he's like, "Oh, you got a business?" I was like, "Well, I'm starting this knife sharpening gig." And he's like, "Oh, you should go talk to Richie Brandenburg is former chef, worked for Jose Andres Mini Bar, and he's now works at the development company who owns this place, and he was in charge of getting all the vendors in. And I went over, introduced myself to him, and told him I was starting a knife sharpening business. And he's like, "Oh, that's awesome." It's like, "They'll probably work real well in here. You want to come by next week and do a pop-up?" And it's like, "Yeah, sure, man." So went out and got the equipment, showed up that following Friday with Matt and 3 stones, and that weekend I probably spent 40 hours straight sharpening knives from Friday morning to Saturday night or Sunday night, and I had so many knives to bring home with me that I had to finish. I think I had 75 knives that I needed to sharpen that were due next week. I called this guy up, and he was just, "What are you doing? Just hanging out?" Hanging out tonight.
Watching the Patriots game.
Yeah. Up in Boston, I was like, "What are you doing this week?" I was like, "I'll give you $1,000 to come down here and help me sharpen these knives." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Dude, this weekend was crazy. I had so many knives to sharpen. I'll never get this done." It's like, "Drive down here tomorrow." So we showed up the next evening at 8 o'clock, and he comes down to my basement where I emptied my wine rack out, and I just filled it with all these knives that I got. And he takes one look. He's like, "Wow, you weren't kidding. There's a lot of knives to sharpen." And we just got busy, and somehow we finished all those knives by Friday. And then he never left. He's been here ever since. We've just been working this place every weekend, and they've opened up full time now, 5 days a week. And it's just been, we're really happy with the response. There's a lot of dull knives in this town, and nobody would sharpen them before we came along.
That was a long first week.
Yeah.
That was dawn till dusk, until, I don't know, definitely 14, 15-hour days straight.
Yeah. The only thing with the shaking, I just realized, is like, it's not going to be